Hey folks, welcome back to Fallout 4. So today's episode, I got a bit of a surprise for you. I'm not going to show it to you immediately, but I am going to warn you now. You may not want to have your headphones up too high this episode. The thing that I made is, well, it's quite loud. First things first though, we've got a level up to do, so let's plonk that into a perk here that we need. And I know what perk I'm gonna get, if I'm allowed to. I'm not allowed to. What do I need for that? Perception... Can't read what number that is. 5. We need Perception 5. And the reason we need Perception 5, which we now have, is because I want to build our grenade launcher as soon as we can. First things first, though, we need to talk to Mr. Nick, who I ragged the hell out of last episode.
Are you here?
Nick?
But we need to proceed with the main story, so...
It's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for
762.
anyone else.
While he blabbers, let's
You
loot
keep
his
laughing at
office.
Death. Someday, Death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got
Oh, we're 716.
back.
Hey.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
So you just hold on a second. I'm busy stealing everything of useful that you own. So just give me 2 seconds here. Sorry, my money?
About my reward.
I always gotta ruin the moment with money talk.
Wyatt,
Here.
give me
I
money.
know an amount wasn't on the table when you went out to find him, but you deserve a reward. Plus a little something extra.
Yeah, there
You
better be.
know,
Thank you.
If you're looking for work and don't mind putting on the detective hat, Nick sure could use
She
an
give me a
advice.
fucking detective outfit.
One
I
case
forgot
at a
she does
time.
that. That's...
Our new
Billy.
friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
As far as I know, this is the only point in the game in which you're required to sit down to progress.
When you're
And
trying
boy,
to
is it
find
annoying if
someone
you come in
who's
power
missing,
armor.
The devil is in the details. Tell me everything you can, no matter how painful it might be.
Painful? I wasn't really involved.
I came across a holotape. Sounds a bit like cold-blooded murder.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers. What else can
I
you
mean,
tell me?
those are a dime a dozen in the wasteland, so that's really not much to go on, but, it was a dude and a chick.
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job.
Unlike you.
Anything else you remember?
A baby boy. He was kidnapped, and I still don't know why.
Good question. Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it.
Yeah.
That confirms it.
Boy.
This isn't a random kidnapping. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the gunners, and of course there's...
And you can discount the majority of those out of hand simply because it's a baby involved. What the fuck would the raiders want with a baby? What the fuck would the gunners want with the baby? And especially, what the fuck would super mutants want with a baby unless they're outright mutating it?
So you think this
Gotta be the
institute is
Institute.
responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts.
You mean
killing
like
everything
you?
in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings.
You
from
mean
the
like
shadows.
possibly
Worst of
also
all, no
you?
one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype anyway.
Sure you are, bud. Sure you are. Whatever you say.
Don't lie to me, Nick. You're one of them. They made you.
Yeah, I've heard it all before. You're a freak. You've got something to hide. Blah, blah, blah.
And the suspicion
Truth
is
is,
entirely
People smart enough to
justified.
build something like me are smart enough to cover their tracks, and arrogant enough to throw their unwanted trash into the Commonwealth to fend for itself.
This is another instance where the Institute doesn't make sense, and I've talked about this before, and it really pisses me off. I'll talk about it more in a minute once we're done with the fucking conversation.
Either way, it's done. Let's move on now.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track.
He had a handgun. That sound.
Could have been a large caliber revolver. Huh.
He had good
I'm
taste.
starting to get a clearer
Very
picture
good
of the
taste.
kind of man our perp is. Anything more you can tell me?
I'll never forget that voice. Low and rough. Like sandpaper across your face.
Huh.
That's such
Not
a
much to go
stupid...
on.
Nobody would
Tough
ever
man
describe a
voice to
voice
get
like that.
someone
I
pretty
don't
far in
care
the
how
business. What
unique
else?
a voice it was. That is dime store YA novel writing there.
Anything else?
We're getting close. I can feel it.
Have any ideas?
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
No.
Oh, yeah. I heard their names, their home addresses, and where their diary keys are hidden.
All right,
On the other
all
hand,
right,
that
calm
is a very
down.
good line.
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches.
Well, the
Reputation for
cereal's
dangerous
good.
Mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
So it is possible then?
Don't jump the gun on me. You said you were looking for an infant, remember? That's over 9 years difference by my count.
And we don't know
But
how
maybe he
old the
has a son of his
holotape
own.
was.
Maybe it's someone else's kid. Either way, they both vanished a while back. Let's you and I take a walk over to Kellogg.
So this I have to comment on. I absolutely have to. We'll get to the Institute thing in a
Security
second.
doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two?
The Another Life
I always am.
devs did their absolute level best to take the voice lines that were available in the game and tweak them as much as possible so that you could realistically play a character who is not a Vault Dweller. I don't really see what more they could have done for that conversation. However, stating it does not make sense, I would have cut that Nick line that he said there entirely. Stating that it does not make sense for Kellogg to have a kid with him that is the wrong age does not make any sense in this situation. Why? Because we came across the holotape laying in a vault on a corpse. We do not know how old the holotape was, we do not know when it was recorded, we don't know when the person it was on died, when the kid was kidnapped, or any of that information. Even though the kid on the holotape was an infant, he could be any age by now. So, yeah, I would have cut that line. The other thing I wanted to talk about, the Institute. Nick being a discarded prototype. You're gonna blabber over me because Bethesda can't deal with having silences that don't have NPCs talking in them.
More than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick.
I can't wait to get... This is why I don't take followers
Has no
in
enemies.
Bethesda games. This is exactly why. Because they never shut up.
9 to 1
Which is
odds,
ironic
he's
for
on
someone like
man.
me to say, considering my entire job right now is to fill dead air. But you're here because you would like to listen to me, or at least I hope that you are. I don't particularly care what Nick says. And I'm willing to bet money that the majority of
Here we
you
are.
don't care
Keep
either.
an eye out, will you? See if I can get this.
About the Institute. Now, a little bit more metagaming, a little bit more talking outside what the character should technically know. Can you just pick the damn lock without giving commentary? I can't even get a thought out because this fucking... Oh, I cannot wait
Lock's
until you
too
go
stubborn
away.
For me. Why don't you give it a try?
Will you fucking...
Lock's really strong.
And I'm having to reload cells again, by the way, because shit is
Got it.
busted. All as being terrible. I got stuck in an infinite load screen trying to
Take
come
a
back
look
into
around.
Diamond City.
Kellogg must have left something.
Now can I talk? Are you done? Are you finished? Can I talk, please, Master Nick? So, what pissed...
Seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big.
I'm just gonna hit the button. We'll talk while we walk.
Well, that's one way to hide a room.
Because boy, do we have a lot of walking to do.
Sweet.
So in here, there's stuff that's neat, but that we're not going to use. There's an NCR Ranger outfit here, and it's very cool, but our armor is far better than it. However, we're going to hang on to it.
44 caliber bullets and cigars.
Rounds.
San Francisco sunlight.
They're rounds, not bullets, fucktard. You were in the military, you should know this. That's another thing that fucking bugs me about video games. If you're gonna make a game that's entirely based around shooting, Fallout, as much as people want to call it an RPG, it's basically a shooter first. If you're gonna make a game entirely around shooting and firearms and all that shit, know the fucking terminal. Are you joking? Shut up.
What? The great Clockwork Dick is stumped?
It's synth detective, jackass. If you're gonna be
I am
that way,
going
you
to
might as well
beat
get the
you
make and
down to
model
your
right.
component parts
Joking
with
aside,
a
but
blunt
what about
cleaver.
Commonwealth
You
mutt like him can
useless
track a
sack
man
of
shot from
gears
Why don't you go
and
fetch him
circuitry.
And let him have a whiff? See if
You
he picks up the trail.
self-righteous fucking
Before you head out.
calculator, Captain Picard
I know
wannabe.
Personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so.
Yeah, I would want nothing more than for you to go
Goodbye,
away.
Nick.
Hopefully not forever. Good luck. Anytime you need help, just come knocking.
Thank fuck, maybe now I can get a coherent thought out without being interrupted. As I was saying, if you're going to make a game entirely based around firearms, learn the terminology. Your characters will sound less like retards if you do. The other thing I was going to say, before I was repeatedly interrupted by someone who thinks he's more important than me, was that the Institute is idiotic for letting Nick Valentine go. There's no reason why he should just be hanging out here. There's no reason why there should be any synths outside of the Institute that aren't in the direct control of the Institute. There is no way highly advanced institution like the Institute of Technology is going to allow multiple, extremely expensive and difficult to produce human-level intelligence automatons to run wild throughout the wasteland, and they're sure as hell not going to let them out themselves. Nick Valentine has no fucking reason to exist.
Dog meat.
You,
Get the scent,
follow
boy.
the scent, please. You're useful.
Take me to him, boy.
You do your job. You don't interrupt me. Dogs are far better than people. It's almost funny how perfectly timed that was on several instances of me saying something and the fucking circuit board opening his jaw and talking directly over me, repeatedly. It's as if the game heard me. So, now we've got to follow Dogmeat to track down Kellogg, and I really should be covering exactly what's going on, but it's fairly simple. We showed Nick the holotape that we found, and we explained that, yeah, somebody got kidnapped. For some reason, we're invested in finding this child, and, as decent as the Another Life devs did, they really couldn't involve the potential of you involving yourself in the main, they couldn't avoid the potential of it, rather, of you involving yourself in the main quest. So they had to come up with a reason for it. They never really filled in why you should care about the holotape, in my opinion. You kind of just find it and you're like, oh no, a kidnapping, I should go involve myself in this because I'm a protagonist. And that kind of happens. Again, long loading screen, back in a second. So yeah, we talked to Nick, we figured out that the dude who did the kidnapping was apparently some dude named Kellogg, and he worked for the Institute. We broke into Kellogg's house because apparently that's legal for us to do, and this is the surprise that I just accidentally. This is the weapon that I built. You may have noticed me, or remembered me saying last episode that I don't think our current weaponry particularly exemplified my hatred for this game. Well, this is a 357 Colt Python Magnum revolver. And it perfectly exemplifies every facet of my hatred for this game and everything to do with vanilla Fallout 4.
San Francisco sunlights. Kellogg's
So
preferred
we're going
brand,
to
all
use
right.
it to remove our problems.
We gotta stick
continuously.
together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg.
Okay,
And now-
boy, let's track him.
What we're doing is we're using our only useful companion, our dog, to track Kellogg's preferred brand of cigars. Because apparently the dude smokes like a fucking chimney. And we can use that to track him because he smoked the entire fucking way, or he just stinks so badly that the dog can track him easily. Remember, this wasn't his clothing that we used. Also, very loud. Buckle up. Oh, it's not loud in slow-mo. Never mind. It's very loud outside of slow-mo. I'll let you hear it. It's got a very good bang to it. It sounds like a revolver. Unlike most weapons in this game, it actually sounds like what it is, and I made an ungodly amount of ammo for it. It was decently expensive in lead, acid, and steel, but, you know, we had some to spare, so I made like 1,500 rounds. Plus, this thing does decent damage. How much fucking damage does this? Does 200 damage. So, quite good, and we can upgrade it with pistol perks. I didn't stick a legendary on it because I didn't have one that was worth using. But, also, for some reason, I just noticed this. The animation for this, revolver has its single action, where a Python should be double action. I believe, anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But, characters cocking back the hammer after every shot, which means it's a single action revolver. Shot right through his legs. I'm always gonna slow-mo these dogs because they're incredibly annoying to shoot otherwise. You good? You are good. Alright, let's go, dog. But yeah, I never thought about that before. I just noticed that as a thing that he's cocking it back after every shot, which that seems strange for a modern revolver. I'm pretty sure that this should be a double action. I don't know. Somebody will say, "Hey, you're an idiot. It's actually a single action. You fucking idiot."
I'll need your nose to track Kellogg, boy.
Okay, boy, let's track him.
Yeah, I said idiot twice. Ooh, free stim pack. Ooh, free ammo. I like how I'm perpetually going down in mag size, too. Like, I went from 75 in the P90 to 26 or 23 in the Aquila, to 20 in the FAL, to 6. Which, I mean, this isn't really mag size, but, you know, rounds before reload, or however you want to phrase it. The point is obvious enough. I'm going down in ammo capacity. That was the phrase that I was looking for. Ammo capacity. Ooh, a bear. I have a solution for that. It's called a very large, high caliber revolver. You know, I wish I had a Smith & Wesson 500 in this. That would be my preferred fuck you and everyone near you pistol. Unfortunately, I don't think anyone has made a 500 Fallout 4. Now, I could be wrong. I usually am wrong. But, I can't recall seeing one that was worth using. Or one at all, but... Will you just follow the damn trail and stop fighting everything that moves? Don't make me reclassify you from the useless tree of which you're the only member back into the from the useful fucking pile back into the useless pile. What I meant to say. Don't make me change my opinion of you.
A decoy, huh? Clever.
Oh, didn't mean to sit down there. It keeps happening. I'll never escape the chair curse. I hope this pistol isn't too loud on the recording, honestly. You know, if I turn my headphones up, this thing is uncomfortably loud for me, which is why I enjoy it, because it actually feels like firing a weapon. You know, unlike most guns in video games where everything is tuned down and softened because people can't handle loud noises. Oh god, I'm getting the fucking no XP bug again. So, sometimes being on this quest triggers a bug, which you can see now, in which I'm still gaining XP, but because Dogmeat is our companion, and I am stuck in a dialogue somewhere, that's, the XP readout doesn't appear. And I need to restart the game to fix that. It's not a major problem. It's annoying. You okay, buddy? You're pretty far from okay, and the game won't let me do anything about it. Ah, you're alright now. It's annoying. It's not game breaking, but it is irritating. I don't think it breaks anything else. Oh, more ghouls. Look, I didn't come to have a chat with the damn locals, okay? Are you gonna be able to kill it? No, you're not gonna be able to kill it. This is why... The reason I don't take Dogmeat with me, by the way, because I'm pretty sure someone asked me that at some point. Hey, why don't you take Dogmeat, or why don't you take Dance with you? The reason I don't take Dogmeat with me is because of the constant fucking pain dog noises that he makes whenever he gets hit. Makes me super uncomfortable. I don't like that noise, man. It's a noise that tells me you need to stop doing whatever it is you're doing because you're hurting the popper.
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
Boy, I wonder why. Can I talk? There we go.
This had to be Kellogg.
Signature confirmed. Assailant Kellogg. Known associates.
Okay, I guess that dialogue's just done. That was weird. I remember that Assaultron saying more, but Dog was like, nope, it's time to go. Now we're really playing Red Dead. We've kind of downgraded in revolver caliber too. We went from 44 to 357, but hey, I like this one more. Just feels more polished than the other one. Okay. Got stuck on that tree for a second. I was worried I was gonna have to unstick him. Oh, hi, Death Claws. Oh. Problem. Revolver doesn't seem to do much to Death Claws. Especially when I don't hit what I aim at. Hip fire. Oh god, that's a lot of Death Claws. Slow-mo, save me! Also, he decided he wanted to have a dance party for a second there. At least the Death Claws didn't attack my dog. Anything good over here? all there. Not worth taking the egg and potentially triggering something else. I don't know if it would, but I don't interact with that body either. So I will admit, I keep thinking the front sight on the Colt is an enemy marker. Because it's almost the right shade of red. I keep glancing down at my radar and going, oh, fucking enemy! And just flicking to the left.
What do you think, boy?
You gonna fuck off, or are we gonna have a problem?
Kellogg's still out there. We've got to track him, boy.
Wait, real quick. This area has a tendency to crash. We may have a bit of crashy coming up. As if it wasn't already buggy enough with my XP bar disappearing. Oh, okay, we actually made it up here without an issue. Alright. Usually I crash at least once walking up that road.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy?
Cool. Well, we're done here.
Come on, boy.
Let's see if we can fix the issue here. Dog meat.
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Stay safe.
Send you home. Go back to the Red Rocket, please. We'll see if that fixes the XP issue. We did level up during that, but we didn't see it, of course, because, you know, no XP bars. We're going to throw a point to Demolition Expert because, hey, we can craft explosives, but the other thing that gives us the ability to do is craft our 40mm rotary grenade launcher that I've been waiting to craft for a little bit. So, now we can do that. So, that was the trip from Diamond City to Fort Hagen, where Mr. Kellogg lives. Next episode, we do a bit of door kicking, and we go introduce ourselves. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. YouTube, you know the drill. Let me know if the pistol was too loud for you, because if it is, I could just switch it to something else. It's not a big deal. I'll catch you next time. See ya.